And good evening, everybody. Welcome to another night of Gulfport Admiral football. We are just a little bit northwest of home in Harrison County here up at the campus of West Harrison High School for what's really only the second on-field meeting between Gulfport and West Harrison, despite being so close. Last time we played them was in 2019. Gulfport won that game 36-8 here on this field. The return trip, 2020, didn't get played. So not a whole lot of history between these teams on the field in football for sure. But this looks to be a good matchup. West Harrison's having a very good season so far, 6-1 overall, 2-1 in division play. Their only loss coming recently to D'Iberville, 25-7 here. But they're coming off of an 18-0 win against Harrison Central last week. But again, very good season for West Harrison. They have one of the better seasons they've had in their school's history. Gulfport, of course, coming off of a really impressive 40-0 win at home against St. Martin to put us to 4-2 on the season. We're 2-0 in division play, the only unbeaten team left in Region 4 7A. So we're alone in first place there. All right, teams are on the field. Gulfport won the toss and deferred, so we will be kicking to West Harrison to get us started. So teams are lining up for that. One of the big things here, West Harrison, their best player, Jordan Stapleton, number 45, been battling some injuries, hasn't played a lot the last few weeks. He is out on the field right now. We were told he was a game-time decision, so we'll see how much or how effective he can be tonight, but he's definitely in discussion, one of the better players on the coast. All right, we are up for the Divine Dentistry kickoff. Carter Platt has it teed up, and he gets under this one. High back spinning kick, drops it right on the 1-yard line. West Harrison's return is having a little trouble with it. Breaks away from one tackle, but he is getting driven down right around the 10-yard line. That's Amaji Frederick with the tackle to get us started, and West Harrison's going to start this one deep in their own territory after the mishandled kickoff. Another really good strike from Carter Platt to get us started. Continuing a very good season from him. Hit 2 field goals last week, including a new season long of 35. And 7 seconds into it, we'll get our first look at the Admiral defense coming in on a very, very good season. The last 2 weeks, they have been just absolutely dominant in the 2 district games we've played so far. And we'll look to see them continue that tonight. West Harrison's going to run the ball a ton. That's the scouting report on them. Going to be kind of like that Picayune game. A lot of misdirection, a lot of quick runs. First play of the game, not going to get them too much. They go fullback up the middle. Tends to be snuffed out pretty quickly. That was Sean Fairley who got that carry. Going to be about a 4-yard gain there. Second down, this one's going to Stapleton. He's going to try to get outside, not going to get much, maybe a yard there. Cortell Crandall, Trey Peters in on that one. And that'll bring up a Savvy Sliders third down for the first time tonight. 4 yards to go for the Hurricanes. Gulfport's defense been just absolutely suffocating on third down the last 2 weeks. A big part of why we were able to get 2 dominant victories to start division play. Davies, the quarterback, keeps this one, and he throws it across. It's juggled. There's a flag on the far side of the field. That was caught by number 4, Cole Gill, but there is a flag on the other side of the field. It's a first down if it stands, right around the 30, be a pickup about 14 there. We'll see the call. And it's going to be an eligible man downfield on the Hurricanes, so that play will not stand.
Illegal man downfield against the Hurricanes. That'll back them up 5 yards and repeat the down.
So we'll get a repeat. That'll be should put us at a 3rd and 9. Again, third down is brought to you by Savvy Sliders. Davies rolls out, looks right, sails that one pretty high, and that's going to be caught right around the marker. Going to depend on the spot. As number 14, Tyler Gazier, made the catch, and they're going to give him credit for the first down. So the Hurricanes do convert there. Significant play for them. That is the first third down conversion Gulfport has allowed in the last 24 opportunities, dating back to the Pascagoula game 3 weeks ago. Canes hand that one off, and it's not going to get much, maybe a yard, yard and a half there.
Currently on the carry, brings up second down and long.
Just follow the play, but don't cut a bunch of people out.
And that play is not going to happen. A lot of movement before the snap on both sides of the ball. It'll go against Wes Harrison. But again, I know so Javon Anderson really shifted. He went from one side of the line completely over to the other as soon as he saw how Wes Harrison lined up. Big shifts on both sides there. But as usual, the offense gets called on that, so that'll back up the Canes behind the sticks here. So it'll be 2nd and 13 now. This will be a toss back to Stapleton. He's got nowhere to go there. He gets reached really quick there. Peters and Felder and Crandall all in on that one. Really about half the defense could have gotten credited for that tackle. That brings up another Savvy Sliders third down, 11 to go this time. Hurricanes fake the pitch, try to go the out pattern to Stapleton, but that one's going to sail wide, so that'll be a stop. And they'll bring out the punt team. Good third down stop for the Admirals. Well, broke the 23-play streak, 23 straight possession streak on that last set of downs. We'll have to start a new one there. So Cordarius Payton, as usual, back to return this punt. He's just in front of the 40-yard line. And more motion at the line. I think that's going against the Canes again. Yeah, that'll back him up another 5.
False start against the Hurricanes. That'll back him up 5 yards.
So 3 penalties on Wes Harrison pretty quickly. Desi Curley, the punter for Wes Harrison. He hits this one right around the midfield stripe. Cordarius has it, makes the first guy miss, makes the second guy miss. Third guy is going to chase him out of bounds, but a good 10-yard return there to set up the first Admiral possession of the night. And that'll begin right around the plus 40. They're going to mark it a little further up. It's about 38. So good field position for the Admirals to start this opening drive of the night. Admiral offense was clicking on all cylinders last week. One of the really more exciting moments, Camden Morgan, Mylan Stubbs, guys who've had a lot of catches this year, finally reached the end zone for the first time each. Really exciting moments for them. We look to see more continued success with those guys tonight. And we'll start with 3 receivers all on the left side. That's Pollard, Morgan, and Stubbs. Cooper Gwynn at tight end on the right side of the formation, and, of course, Cooper Crosby in the backfield with Parker Nettles. Fake goes to Cooper, and that's going to be a quick hitch to Mylan Stubbs, and it's going to be an easy 13-yard pickup right there and right out the gate. A Horn Custom Jewelry first down for Gulfport. Really like that play. so many teams focused on stopping Cooper. They know he's such a good player, racking up tons of yards on the ground, a lot of touchdowns. Take advantage of that. Now he's going to get one on the swing, makes that corner miss. We've been saying it all year long. A cornerback one-on-one, not going to make a tackle on Cooper. It's a healthy pickup of about 8 on that play. Set up a 2nd and short. And the Admirals are, for the first time, in the Citizens Bank red zone. And there's another pre-snap flag. Let's see. No, that won't go on us. Parker Nettles seemed to think he'd induced an offsides jump there, but Jayon Pollard's coming off and had a coach meet him well inside the sideline stripe, so he must have been the offending party there. Only 10 on the play clock. Admirals still looking for their check here. Cooper Crosby with Camden Morgan up top on the left side of the formation. Amaji Frederick, the running back now. And Amaji's going to get it, and he's got a lot of room to go. He's going to get down around the 15, and that should be, let's see. It's going to be 3rd and really short. Okay. Thought he made it, but going to mark him just a bit short. Well, we'll see. There's a whistle here. We're going to – okay, no, the side judge on the other side does say first down, move the chain. So it is a Horn Custom Jewelry first down. I thought so. I was pretty sure the 16 was the line to gain. So 1st and 10 Admirals on the 15. Just before the midpoint of this first quarter tonight. Another quick pass to Mylan Stubbs, and he's going to try to spin past the tackler, but good job by the West Harrison corner getting him to the out of bounds line. Good pickup, though. I'll get the ball down to the about the 8-yard line there. Admirals give it to Crosby, and he's going to power ahead, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the end zone. That will move the sticks, though, for another Horn Custom Jewelry first down. Looks like the heavy package is coming in, with Jaqueline Peters coming in to be that extra tight end here.
Number 24, Jazir Carter, getting off the bottom of the pile. Ball spotted at the 1. 1st and goal from the 1.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 1, and if you've watched this before, you got a pretty good idea what's coming here. Hand off to Cooper, and he is across the line for the first Brian Jacobs State Farm touchdown of the night. That's Cooper's 19th all-purpose touchdown of the season, and that's going to give the Admirals the lead in this first quarter. Carter Platt on for the point after. Carter's 20 out of 21 on PATs. First one of the season is the one he missed. Hit 20 straight since. And he nails that one right through. So with 5:17 to go in this opening quarter, Gulfport leads 7-0 on a really gorgeous night out here. A reminder during the break, tonight's first quarter is brought to you by Exceed Physical Therapy. And tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Harborview Oral and Facial Surgery Center, located at 1301 25th Avenue, Suite 3 in Gulfport. Whether you need dental implants, bone grafting, wisdom teeth removal, cosmetic work, or other procedures, Dr. Jason Rossetti and his staff have you covered. Their cutting-edge technology and personalized recovery plans help you heal right the first time so you can get back to smiling with confidence. Contact them at 228-867-0121. Office hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4:30, and Fridays from 8 to 12:30. All right, Carter Platt on for our second Divine Dentistry kickoff of the evening. First one landed right on the 1 yard line, kind of backspun and led to a troublesome return for the Hurricanes. Hits this one just about the same. They're going to step up and catch it this time. And Admirals are having trouble on this one. Jayon Pollard's the last guy, and he is going to tackle Stapleton right around the 15. 2 flags thrown in late on that return, so we'll see how this one gets ruled. But about 80, 85, 86 yards there on the return for Stapleton, showing off his abilities. Again, a lot of discussion about him. He's the best player here at West Harrison, very talented runner. And that flag's going to be on the tackle against Gulfport, so that'll add on to it. So West Harris will be starting this one deep into the red zone. Let's see, they haven't spotted it yet, but we got it. There's been a lot of discussion again. Jordan Stapleton, very good player there. Been injured lately. Did not play last week against Harrison Central. We were told he was a game time decision. Showed some pretty good ability on that kick return there. First and goal from the 8 for the Hurricanes, and they're going to run that one to the left side. It was number 3, Sean Fairley, who had it. About 3 yards on the pickup there. Fairley's going to get it again up the middle, and he is churning those legs ahead. Looks like he got stopped just short of the goal line. Trey Peters got into the backfield and was trying to wrap him up by the ankles, just couldn't quite get him down to the ground. Fairley's a pretty decent-sized guy. He had a good hard run there. So Savvy Sliders third down and goal to go from the 1. Really inside, man. They spotted it inside the 1. There's maybe 5 inches to gain here for the Hurricanes. They're going to try Fairley again, and he runs into a wall, and he is not going to get it. Admiral defensive line took control of the line of scrimmage right there and pushed him right back. And I imagine the Hurricanes are going to go for this. Great job by the big guys up the middle, keeping him back. So 4th down. Yeah, they lost about a half a yard there given the spot. So it's back right on the hash mark for the 1 yard line. This one's going to go to Stapleton, and he is hitting the backfield, but he's going to spin off of it, and he is in the end zone. And so his kick return sets up a fairly easy drive from about 15 yards out. Well, no, about 8 yards out after that penalty. And the Hurricanes are an extra point from tying it. There's also been a flag thrown after the play. We'll see what the call there is. That'll be unsportsmanlike on West Harrison, and looks like offsetting one on both teams. Okay. So the extra point will proceed as normal. Kicker for West Harrison is Desi Curley. Extra point's been a bit of a struggle for them. They've missed 3 of them in division play so far. Had a few odd moments because of it. Snap was a little bit off from the holder's target, but they recovered and Curley puts it through. So 3:27 to go in this one. We are all tied here at West Harrison.
Your special teams battery, long snapper number 4, Jesse Cole-Gill. Holder is number 15.
All right, hey, while we're waiting for Gulfport to receive their first kickoff, first update of the night. Winter Sports Meet the Team Night is Monday, October 20th. That's next week at 6 p.m. Burt Jenkins Gymnasium. We'll have the basketball, soccer, and bowling teams, both boys and girls, introduced there. Also, Big Blue passes will be available for purchase. If you're a parent, supporter, you haven't bought a Big Blue pass this year yet, Those will be for sale Monday night at the Meet the Team event. These are $75 cash or check only. But again, we look forward to that Monday night, seeing our basketball, soccer, and bowling teams be introduced. Those teams all got to start practice for full-scale after-school practice on Monday this week, and they have their jamborees, I believe, 2 weeks from tomorrow. So we look forward to seeing all those teams in action coming up here soon. All right, Curly on for the kickoff for the Hurricanes. Cooper Crosby, Cordarius Payton, as usual, back to return for the Admirals. Wes Harrison taking their time getting this kickoff off. And it's a little onside attempt. Cooper Gwynn kind of bobbled it. There's a big scramble. Can't see where it is. Referee's going to say Gulfport ball. Couldn't tell exactly who fell on it and secured it, but we will have possession in positive territory. Second straight drive, we're starting in positive territory. So a little bit of a risk there from a bit of a gamble there for Wes Harrison. Almost paid off. I think one thing about it, they took a lot of time to get that. I mean, they were lined up and kept looking to the sideline, kind of sort of gave away, hey, something's up. Where were you looking for? Anyways, second possession of the night for the Admirals. Starts on the positive 47 here. Nettles fumbles the snap. He was trying to hand it to Frederick, and I think West Harrison, let's see. No, Parker fell on it. Wow. West Harrison had two defenders right on top of the ball. It looked like Parker snatched it out just from underneath him. Good recovery by him. I don't think he ever really cleanly caught that snap, trying to get the handoff off too quick there. So it'll be a loss of 3, 2nd and 13 here for Gulfport. Mylon Stubbs comes in motion to the right of the formation. Nettles looks left. He's going for Camden Morgan for the first time tonight. It's going to be about a 5-yard pickup there. No, I'll spot him a little shorter than that, actually. It's going to pick up about 3 there. Thought he might have gotten a little more of the forward progress there, but it's going to set up a 3rd down and long. Admirals come out 4 wide now. I think this is the first snap Javias Hills has taken. He's the far receiver up on the top. Stubbs comes across in motion. And it's going to be a screen to Crosby, and he's got a lot of room to work with. The big guys up front did a great job parting the way. Cooper Crosby down to the 24-yard line. That's a 25-yard pickup and a Horn Custom Jewelry first down for Gulfport. Great call there by the offensive coaches there. Really set them up. 3rd and long situation we've struggled with a lot this year. When we've been able to pull off that screen pass, though, that has been deadly. Cooper's going to get this handoff, and not much to work with there. Maybe a yard on the pickup.
And number 10, Brian Coleman. Brings up 2nd down and 9.
All right, 2nd and 9 as we enter the final minute of this opening quarter. Camden Morgan coming across in motion here. Cooper's going to get that one and gets about 3 yards there. It's going to be 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ball spotted around. Spotted him on the 21. A little short of where I thought we'd be. So more like 6 to go here. Admirals check back. Plenty of time on the play clock. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Stubbs, Morgan, and Pollard all on the right side of the formation here. Nettles steps up in the pocket. He evades some rushers. Picks up some yards. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down line to gain. That's also going to be the end of the quarter here as these final few seconds roll off. So interesting decision coming up here for Gulfport. It's going to be 4th and it looks like about 2 given where they spotted it.
That brings it into our first quarter.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter. We'll step away for a minute. Bring you the rest of the action from West Harrison.
I'd like to bring your attention to our near sideline. We'll introduce our cheerleaders.
I moved to Gulfport High School my 10th grade year. I was at another high school freshman year. 10th grade year I was virtual, so I hadn't stepped foot on the campus at all. The teachers, they didn't really even know who I was, but they were very helpful and accommodating anything. It was a hard time for everyone, so they were very helpful. 11th grade year when I finally moved on campus, it was great. Everyone was very supportive of the things I wanted to do. They have a place for everyone to belong, whatever you want to do in life, and it's really great.
Maddie Godet, Parker LaSalle, Ty Garcia. Our juniors, Hadley Weinberg, Jada Whitehead, Molly Parker, Owen Lozana, and our seniors.
All right, and we are back for the second quarter of action. 7-7 the score here at West Harrison. Gulfport's got the ball on the 17, 4th and about 2. Coming up here, interesting to see what we decide to do. Had a decent drive there. Parker had to kind of come up, scramble. They had a spy waiting on him there on the previous play. So we'll see. Offense is taking the field. All right, got Parker and Cooper coming out here. So it looks like we're going to go for it on 2nd and 2.
Our action on the field resumes. 4th down and 2 for the Admirals at the 17-yard line.
It's going to be a handoff to Crosby up the middle. He's going to have to fight for it. We'll see. They're marking him right on the 15. This could be close.
Looks like he got just enough to move the chains.
And Far Judge says we're good. So it is a Horn Custom Jewelry first down, 4th down conversion. A big time for the Admirals. While they're resetting, joined now by Nate Coleman, our WGTV Admiral Ocean sports anchor and someone who's been on commentary with us a lot. Good to have you again, Nate.
Before I say anything, tonight's second quarter is brought to you by Edgewater Mall. So,
all right, Stubbs came across in motion. Cooper's going to get the handoff in that direction to the left. Looks like he's going to pick up about 3 there.
Tackle from behind by number 22, Odell Atkins Jr.
Now, watching the first quarter from up doing camera work, it's close.
Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing is all right, Stapleton's, he's gotten to flex his muscles a little bit. He's showed his ability. Let's try to, I mean, obviously when they have the ball in offense, they're going to feed him a lot if possible. But let's try to, not let him be the guy to take over the game. I think that's the big thing tonight. Don't let him take over the game. And on offense, let's just keep moving. Just keep moving. We're doing good so far. Quick hitter there on the hitch to Camden Morgan. He's going to be tackled around the 11.
By number 1, Javon Anderson is in on the tackle.
So short pickup there.
Brings up 3rd down.
Camden's really turned into a pretty solid possession receiver.
Yes.
But he did hit a big play last week. That was our opening score against St. Martin last week. He caught a bomb, ran totally away from his coverage. There's nobody within 15 yards of him when he caught that. All right, 3rd down.
You did good, Maddie.
Admirals converted one of their previous 2 tonight. It's Pollard coming across in motion. They're going to fake and roll out to Cooper Gwynn, and he's going to be brought down on around the 5. That's right around the marker. I think he's got enough, though. I haven't seen an official signal yet.
And that is a Horn Custom Jewelry first down.
All right, they do change the marker, so that'll be first down, and that will be goal to go on the 5. So 2 out of 3 on 3rd downs for Gulfport now. Hand off to Cooper. Oh, he got hit really hard there. Yeah. We had a second back in to block for him and just completely missed that guy. Big hitter there. Cooper took a pretty good. That's about the best shot he's taken all year long. So it's going to cost us 3.
Brings up second down and goal from the 4.
There you go.
So we're back to about the 8 now. Second and goal to go.
8 seconds left on the game clock.
Yeah, it's rolling down. We'll see.
Looks good, John.
Coach was trying to tell a timeout. I think he's going to be glad he did. And Cooper is fighting for those yards. He's across the line.
Wow. He just denied all of those tackles.
Yeah, we'll save that timeout, and we'll take the Brian Jacobs State Farm touchdown. That's number 20 on the year for Cooper between running, receiving, and special teams. 20th touchdown on what's been a very special senior season for him. And now Carter Platt on for the point after. Man, you caught it. You had it. Play clock was down to about – it was right at the 0 when we snapped it. Coach Pinnock all of a sudden darted down the line trying to call timeout. Good thing we didn't get it. Carter Platt nails the PAT. Good snap from Braxton Boswell. Hold for Caleb McDonald. And with 8:58 to go in the second quarter, Gulfport regains the lead 14-7.
Now, hopefully we can stay in the lead. That would be...
Yeah, I think the big thing is I don't think their offense is going to just be able to drive for tons of yards on us. Certainly not early in the game. If they have a lot of success and start wearing us down, maybe. But I don't feel like they're just going to rack up 300, 400 yards on us tonight.
Yes.
The big thing is avoiding the special teams plays like we just did. Keep the ball, keep it contained. We let Stapleton have his one play. Let's see if we can avoid that going forward here.
And now watching the Divine District kickoff, I really do think if we get better coverage on the kick returners.
Yeah, and
because that was a big thing in the first quarter.
Right. In the opening kickoff, they didn't field it right away. It kind of bounced away from the guy. He let it sit for a second. We had plenty of time to get down there. The second one, he stepped up and fielded it, got aggressive with it. So we'll see. It looks like Carter's going to chip this one to the sideline. So just giving his approach here. And he does. He's going to hook this one.
Follow the players.
I think that's Fairley, number 3, who's got it. He gets hit decently hard there. I think that was DeAndre Williams made the tackle right around the 36, 37-yard line. So that's where West Harrison will start their third possession of the night.
First down, Hurricanes.
But again, kind of like we were saying, the only thing that's hurt us tonight so far has been the big play on the kick return.
Yeah.
They pieced together some yards here and there, but
and even then, we just kept defending the touchdown.
Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. Our run defense is pretty solid.
Yeah.
This one goes to Stapleton. He's pretty good, very shifty guy. Having not seen him, he's looked the part certainly so far this evening. Pierre Felder there bringing him down. That's going to be a good pickup there, about 5 yards.
And now we go.
Yeah, we're playing really deep. A little bit of a misdirection there. 26, Julian Chong getting the carry, and he's going to be across midfield, and that will be a first down for West Harrison. Javon Anderson hobbling a little bit, going to have to come off.
First down, Hurricanes.
Now my question is, who has the bigger crowd, West Harrison or us?
That's a valid question, Nate. We have a really good crowd that showed up for Gulfport tonight. West Harrison, a little sparse actually.
Brings up second down and 7.
Short run there for the Canes. Going to be about a 3-yard gain ball on the positive 45 for them there. But, yeah, good mention. We have a really good crowd.
Yeah.
Our stands are about 90% full, I'd say.
That's always a good sign to see. Everybody's coming out to support. I mean,
yeah,
it's West Harrison's first year in Region 7A.
Yeah, it is. Sean Gill gets that one. He's going to pick up about a yard and a half, 2 yards they're going to give him. So that'll bring up the Savvy Sliders 3rd down.
Like, they came into 7A. They went undefeated until they played, was it? I think
D'Iberville.
it was D'Iberville.
D'Iberville beat them 2 weeks ago for their first loss of the year. Then they bounced back with a win against Harrison Central last week. So they are having a very, very good season, one of the best they've had in their short history of their school.
There you go.
3rd down, they're going to hand it off to Stapleton, and he's going to break through to the 2nd level.
That's number 45, Jordan
Trey Pierce made the tackle, but he's going to get a 1st down before that.
First down, Hurricanes.
So West Harrison having success on the run this drive. They got the ball down to the 36 now. And we got a whistle. That play's not going to happen. Let's see.
There was a flag on
Yeah,
the
far
play.
away official called it. Given that there's the way he called it, I'm going to guess it's on the offense here. Yeah. So it'll be full start on the Hurricanes. We've had a lot of penalties on them tonight.
First down at 15.
So I'll back it up to the 41. 1st and 15 now. You know, I think the key to this, Nate, you get a team like them, they're going to run the ball 95% of the time. When they make a mistake like that, 1st and 15, the big key is this first play. Don't let them get 8 yards back here.
Yeah.
Keep them behind. You know, if they have more than 10 to go on 2nd down, I really like our chances this series. Yeah, I think, West Harrison's going to call a timeout. First one of the game.
During this timeout, we would like to remind you to take a timeout with Revive and Thrive, located at 1073 Acadian Drive in Gulfport. Come enjoy their saunas, cold plunges, contrast therapy, and rejuvenating salt room. Or even shut out the world in their sensory deprivation float suite. With state-of-the-art equipment and over a decade of combined experience in the field, these Gulfport High alumni are ready to tailor their services to empower you to thrive. So whether you're getting ready for your next big event or just wanting to feel rejuvenated in your daily life, contact Revive and Thrive to book an appointment or ask about membership options today.
All right, so West Harrison didn't like their look there. They're going to call timeout, get reset. Again, like I said, the big key here, let's try to limit them to 5 or less on this one. You know, if we keep them behind the sticks, they have 2nd and 10, 2nd and 11 or more. I think that's a win for us, and that puts us in a really good situation this series because they're not designed to. Their offense isn't built for the 3rd and long conversion here. So this opening play of this series of downs really is the key here. They made a mistake. Let's capitalize on it. Keep them behind the sticks. All right, Stapleton's going to get that one to the left, and I think we're going to do just what we needed there. He's going to get maybe a yard right there. Jasavian Causey, Trey P on the tackles there.
After the carry, it's 2nd down and 14.
Now, I did have a one-on-one conversation with their weightlifting coach, Coach Barno.
Okay, yeah.
And I asked for a score prediction. He said 42-0.
Oh, okay.
It's not 42-0 yet.
It's not. This isn't going to be. I think you know, this is going to be a tough game. This is a good, solid team, and they are very excited. I think they're very excited and eager to play us. Chon's going to get that handoff or that toss to the left side, but really good pursuit by Trey P. Back-to-back, really good plays from him, and that's going to be a minimal gain there. Yeah, I mean, you know, when we win 40-0 last week, we looked really good against a pretty solid. You know, St. Martin team has had a pretty solid season. It's easy to feel that way. We've got an injured Admiral down on the far side. Can't tell quite who it is. Looks like that might be
Jamarion Davis.
Yeah, 9, Jamarion Davis. Couldn't tell if it was a 9 or a 3 for a second. Yeah, Jamarion Davis, linebacker. I think it's his 3rd year getting significant playing time with us. He's one of the 4 team captains on the pregame coin flip.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a guy who maybe doesn't get called out quite as much, but he's a very solid player, and you know him being named one of the two captains from the defensive side of the ball says a lot about the presence he's had on this team. So we hope he'll be able to bounce back quickly. That's one thing we've had a lot of really good fortune so far with the injury side this year. You know, it's we're in our 7th game of the year. You know, there's sayings in football, really any sports. once you're halfway through the season, nobody's 100% anymore. Everybody's got a little something. Everybody's a little sore, a little tired, got something going on. But we have done a really good job pushing through that, not letting us bother. He's up, and
That's number 9.
looks like he's really wanting to get off. It's his left leg he's holding up, so don't know if his ankle got rolled or something like that. Hopefully it's not too much there. Regardless, we have a Savvy Sliders third down, about 13 to go. Ball on the 39-yard line. West Harrison 2 out of 4 on third down so far. Much more, which is 2 more conversions than we gave up in the last 2 weeks.
Now, Trey Peters, he's shown some great coverage this game.
Quick little hook and lateral, and that's a really good chase down.
But it got flagged.
That was a really good chase down by Cordarius Payton. I don't know what he got flagged for. That was a clean tackle. They're called face mask. That was Jordan Stapleton who received the lateral. I thought Cordarius did a really good job chasing him down.
That's going to be a personal foul, face mask against the Admirals. That'll add 15 to the end of the play. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Cordarius is insistent he didn't do anything wrong on that one, but
Yeah, he looked very mad whenever it got called.
yeah, he did a really good job in this pursuit on the backside of that play. But regardless, West Harrison's back in the red zone. Ball on the 12. Given where that flag was thrown, they would have been a yard short if that flag hadn't been thrown. Short run up the middle for the Hurricanes. Be no gain there.
Now, I also talked to some of the players, and they were like, West Harrison does have a chance to win against us.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team. They're 6-1 for a reason. They're a pretty solid team. Davies rolls back, throws back to Stapleton, and he's got that one. Rolled out to the left, throw back on the wheel. That's a play we run a lot. So Cooper Crosby have a lot of success over the last 2 years with that with him. Davies rolls one way, hits the running back on the wheel on the backside. DeAndre Williams a little late picking him up. So West Harrison gets their second touchdown of the game.
Now, we've had a lot of games that keep us on the edge of our seat.
Yeah,
and I've mentioned it on every single game I've been in.
We had 3 straight nail biters to start the season. Desi Curley on for the point after. Ooh, almost got blocked by Cordarius, but it is through. So with 4:29 before halftime, we are all square again, 14 apiece here at West Harrison. You were saying it. We had a lot of close ones.
Yeah, a lot. Gulfport's football's big men in the trenches are sponsored by Gulfside Periodontics of Gulfport. When it comes to strong teams, you know the foundation matters. And when it comes to your smile, Gulfside Periodontics is the MVP. From advanced dental implants and laser gum therapy to expert periodontal care, their team is trusted by families across the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Located at 423 Security Square in Gulfport, Gulfside Periodontics uses cutting-edge technology to treat gum disease, restore your smile, and keep your oral health in championship form. No pain, no pressure, just precision care. Contact Dr. Thomas Carter and his staff at Gulfside Periodontics today. Visit them at gulfsideperio.com or give them a call at 228-205-4853.
All right, thank you, Nate. We're back for the kickoff. As usual, Cooper and Cordarius back to receive it. This one's going to go to Cordarius. He's going to catch it on the sideline right around the 17. Got hit hard right around the legs. I think that was DeSolomon Stallion, former Gulfport Admiral, who made that tackle. Cordarius is hurt.
Yeah.
He got hit really hard right around the legs.
Especially right in the legs.
Yeah. I mean, he did a full front flip on that. West Harrison's trainers are on him, checking him out right now.
But that's always a good thing to see from other trainers from different teams helping out the players.
Always good mark sportsmanship there. So we'll be starting on our own 24. Cordarius, he did a full front flip on that hit. DeSolomon got him pretty hard around the knees. So we'll see. I know we were talking about players being a little banged up at this point of the season. Corderis is one of them. Talked to him this week.
Yeah.
Had an injury timeout for him last week. He and I don't remember who it was now. He and might have been Jamarian Davis collided. Both of them almost had an interception if they hadn't knocked each other out. Yeah. Bumped into each other. He said he was pretty shaken up on that one. But I saw him, talked to him yesterday. He said he felt much, much better and felt like he was going to be ready to go tonight. All right, he hops up, so that's a good sign.
Back to his feet. Hurry back, young man.
He is limping.
Yeah, can't tell if he's favoring one side or the other.
It looked like when he got hit.
Looks like it's his left leg he's in a lot of pain on right now, but hate seeing that. He's a guy who's made a lot of contributions in all three phases of the game for us. Taking some snaps at running back, been the lead blocker a few times on running plays. Plays linebacker a good bit for us. Return man on punts and kickoffs. He's also very frequently when we punt, he's the guy making the tackle downfield. I mean, he almost beats the ball to the receiver sometimes on punts. So a guy that's had a huge impact for us in all three phases of the game this year. Hope he's going to be all right. Be back out there. All right, so again, 4:26 to go before halftime. Admirals on their third possession. First two found the end zone.
And it's crazy to think that we're first in the region, in our region.
Everybody's bunched in tight there. Try to get a little swing route to Cooper. They got snuffed out pretty quickly. Nothing to gain there.
We actually lost a yard.
They're going to mark him back one to the 23. Yeah. West Harrison definitely come to play tonight. They are very, very fiery, very motivated tonight. I think this game means a lot to them.
Yes.
With us being,
first
team
place.
Technically in their city. We are in first place. There's this big one here. Cooper's got a lot of room to work on this one. Ooh. Slipped a little bit. I thought that was going to be one he was going to break away because him against defensive backs doesn't go too well, but he looked like he lost his footing. Field might be a little slick as the air's cooling down some with the sun going down. He looked like he slipped out a little bit. So that'll bring a third and about a yard and a half to go here. Ball spotted on the 33.
The field does look wet.
Yeah, it does have that glisten to it a little bit. Mylan Stubbs comes in motion to the left. Cooper's going to get the handoff up the middle and trying to bounce around, and it'll all depend on the spot. Where's the forward progress go? They're going to say it's a stop. Basically no gain. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Another interesting decision here. Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. We're under 3 minutes to go in the half. Yeah, offense is going to stay out there. We got 12 on the play clock, so we'll see if we try to work it down, try to get maybe try to hard count them here. Down to 7 now as we're checking back, and Coach Pink's going to call the timeout. So once again, timeout's brought to you by Revive and Thrive, located on Acadian Drive in Eastern Gulfport.
You can keep up with all things related to Gulfport Admirals Athletics by following the Gulfport Athletic Department on Facebook and Instagram. You can also find each individual's team's pages on major social media platforms for game day posts, schedule announcements, scores, and more.
All right, and while you mention that, as we're waiting on teams to break the huddle, Gulfport High School swim team at the state championships in Tupelo right now. Had a few late updates I've gotten sent to me. David Descharnes finished 2nd overall in the state finals in the 50-meter freestyle and 4th overall in the 100-meter freestyle. So congrats to him. Great job by him. Look to see maybe some more good news come in tonight from the Gulfport swimmers up there. But, again, we're really proud of them having a really successful season. We sent a good bit of swimmers up there, 2 relay teams, a girls team and a boys team up there to the state championships in Tupelo. So all the best to them tonight. All right. 4th and 1, and offense is back on the field. I think this might be we do the quick huddle break. It's going to be direct snap to Cooper, looks like here. And Wes Harrison's going to call a timeout. Wes Harrison head coach Quincy Patrick came sprinting down the sideline to get that timeout and followed through on his run for about another 25 yards past the referee. So, once again, timeout's brought to you by Revive and Thrive on Acadian Drive in Gulfport. While we're at it, since we're on the topic of athletic department, also got some updates across country. Had some really good showings from them lately. They ran at the Harrison County Fairgrounds last weekend. On the girls' side, Hannah Ezell, Ava Benefield, they're super consistent. Another week of top 10 finishes from them. That's Hannah's 6th, Ava's 4th on the year. So great job by them. It feels like every week we're talking about them getting another top 10 finish. They're having a really good season. And in the middle school, Jaslyn Handy finished 6th overall in the state finals for middle school girls. So congrats to her. She was named to the all-state team. Another really good season. I think she won 2 or 3 races. So phenomenal season for her. We look forward to calling her name a lot more in future years on these cross-country updates in the fall. All right, back to 4th and 1, and Parker Nettles back on the field. More traditional formation. Almost got a guy to jump off sides, and Wes Harrison looked unsettled at the snap there. I think we've got it. I think we picked up that one.
That's a Warren Custom Jewelry first down.
That was a really effective use of the hard count there where we had it, their guys kind of leaned forward, and then they relaxed and kind of rocked back, stepped back a second, and then we snapped it as they were retreating, caught them on their heels. Good job getting them to push them off the ball there. As we approach the 2-minute mark to go before halftime, Camden Morgan motions in to the middle of the formation. Now he's going back out to the left. It's going to be an end around. I believe that's Jayon Pollard with the ball. Evades the tackler from behind. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. He got hit late. No call there, though. He looks like he's shaking up, too. He got hit. He was on the white stripe when he got hit. All right, he pops up, so maybe not. He might be all right. Feels like about once a game he gets that. We do that play with him. He gets a carry on a big end-around sweep there. Gets a few there. So I'll put the ball on the 38. They're going to give him about 3 yards there. Camden Morgan coming in to the right side of the formation now. Parker looks that way. Another screen to Cooper. A lot of room for him to work.
He's going. He's going.
Oh, he's got a really good pickup down to about the 27. It's funny, he had, I believe it was Jacoby Ray in front of him. Basically told him, hey, get out of the way. It was Jamarian Davis from 69. He's out there lead blocking, and Cooper basically just kind of pushed him with his left arm. Hey, get out of the way, I'm going by you. Hey, I've got this. We don't need the block at this point now. Again, him against defensive backs doesn't work out too well for the DBs. Parker looking deep for Camden Morgan, and he's got it! Dive and catch, Camden Morgan, 3rd touchdown of the season.
Once again, that touchdown is brought to you by Brian Jacobs State Farm.
Yeah, 27-yard touchdown pass, Nettles to Morgan. Boy, that was phenomenal. Camden, we were so excited last week. He's had a lot of really good catches all year long. Finally got in the end zone on that big bomb early on. He scored again later in the game. Really excited him finally getting in the end zone, getting that column in the stat sheet. That was a phenomenal dive and catch from him right there. Carter Platt on for his 3rd PAT of the night. And he drills that one again. So 1:21 to go before the break. Admirals back in front, 21-14. This is going to be a back-and-forth game. And this is going to be a back-and-forth game until we can figure out some answers on the defensive side of the ball. I think that's the big thing I'm interested in now, Nate, is how do we adjust on the defensive side at halftime? Do we make any changes? Also, what's the status of our guys that got shaken up with Jabari and Cordarius? Can we get them back, or do we got to fill those guys in? We'll see here. But that's I think that's the big thing. What if any adjustments can we make on defense, and can we solve this puzzle of this West Harrison run game? Because that's really what it is. I mean, they're not they're not really spreading us a ton. They're not doing they're not really stretching us vertically. They haven't thrown the ball downfield yet. It's just a lot of misdirections, runs right, runs left. Look like they're going right, they go left, vice versa. We got to solve the puzzle here on these guys and figure that out.
Exactly. And now for our Divine Dentistry kickoff. But
yeah, we chipped this one to the sideline last time. Second kickoff, give up a big return from about 85 yards. Chipped it to the side. I think we're placing this ball dead center. Let's see. Carter's waiting for the signal.
Okay.
Took a deep drop back. Let's see. All right, we got a whistle. We're going to call for delay of game. So.
We've never seen that before
Yeah,
from us this year.
we were a little slow getting out there.
Back him up 5 yards.
So instead of kicking from the 40, we'll go from the 35. I wonder if that's going to change our approach here. See if he doesn't drop deep this time. Yeah, I think nope. He's taking his deep walk back this time. All right, hits this one pretty hard, and that's going to be almost over the head of the West Harrison return man. That was number 15, Kalen Kostick. Fair caught that one. So they will spot that ball.
First down,
Let's see. They're going to spot that one on the 14. It was a bit odd. Oh, he fair caught that. I mean, the ball was hit right at him. Nobody was really down there. It's kind of seems like a bit of an unforced error there. All right, so West Harrison starts their next possession on their own 14. 1:21 to go. I believe they have 2 timeouts remaining. Fake the end around. They're looking for the deep pass, and that is
almost intercepted.
That's Pierre Fielder who had it right off his hands, and he's diving for it too. I'm not going to try to say that was an easy catch. He was diving for the ball, but right off his hands, he breaks it up. Yeah, he was reading that the whole way. He did a really good job anticipating. Also, Cordarius Payton back on the field, so good sign to see that. He's playing the deep safety position there. Good to see him back out. Hopefully he's okay after getting – he took a really good shot on that kick return a few minutes ago. Right.
So how'd you like Alamo Ocean?
It was fantastic. When we do our promo for it later, there's a lot of really good stuff on there, so always encourage everybody to check that out. Delay a game on West Harrison there. That's one of those things, a team like this, they don't throw the ball downfield very often like they just did. So when you do, kind of messes up your rhythm, getting back to the huddle, getting the new play in, and all that. So a little bit of a mess up there from them. It's going to back them up to their own 9. So now they got 2nd and 15. 1:15 to go before halftime. And that one's going to go up the middle to Fairley. Admirals did a good job of containing that run, not too much there.
That'll make it a Savvy Sliders 3rd down.
Yes, it will. It'll be long distance to go here. Under a minute to go.
We can about a yard.
Yeah, they got that on the 13, so looks like they got 11 to go. We seem content to let the clock run out. I don't know. I imagine West Harrison's going to use all the time they can on the play clock. If we make a stop, I imagine we'll get a quick timeout possibly here. Toss to Stapleton to the outside. He's trying to find somewhere to go. Trey Peters is all over him. DeAndre Williams finished the tackle off, though. Good to see his name get called out. He's been a very exciting player this year. Shows up in big moments. And Admirals do call a timeout with 28 seconds left in the half, so West Harrison will have to punt to us. They picked up about 3 on that play there.
No, we've had one very good punt, or it was a kickoff return from Cooper Crosby, 99 yards.
Yeah, that was early in the season. Cordarius Payton almost ran a punt punt back, but as he's been reminded jokingly by a lot of people in the last few weeks, he got pushed out of bounds inside the 5 by the punter. And a handful of people have reminded him of that fact, I know for sure, because I've heard that. And he has to take that with a grin. All right, timeout brought to you by Revive and Thrive, as always. I believe we have one left, so should we need it, and they reset the clock on the game clock to 30 seconds. So we should have one timeout left. We only used the first one a few possessions ago. All right, Corderius back to return the punt. Admirals just miss it. That is a really well-struck punt. Corderius not going to have any chance to do anything. That was blasted over his head. Really well-struck kick from Desi Curley, the West Harrison punter.
Desi Curley, who put the field with a monster punt. With 17 seconds
Yeah, down to 17 seconds left, and then the Admirals will take over deep in their own territory. It's going to be marked on our own 22, so that kind of changes the equation there. That was a really well-struck punt from Curley. And blast it right over Corderius' head. And given that we kind of went all out for the block there, just couldn't quite get there in time. Not really much of a return opportunity for it. So I think if we had that ball around midfield, we'd have a little different mindset here. And he caught that punt, wouldn't hit as well. We get back to about the 50. I think we see some downfield passing attempts here, but I'm not sure we're going to see that. We'll see. We'll see how aggressive we take it. 17 to go. Camden Morgan in motion to the right. Parker's going to roll out.
Pass to Crosby.
This could be interesting.
Oh, Cooper Crosby's going.
Oh, that's not a flag. Oh, no. They're going to throw a flag. We didn't even make contact with the guy.
There's a flag on the play. That play won't look good on the highlights.
They are going to throw a flag on Malachi Smith, who completely whiffed on his block attempt. I mean, he basically got in the guy's way and waved at him, and they're going to throw a flag for a block in the back on that. I don't like that one. Cooper had a really big pickup down to the positive 45.
Holding on the play, holding against the Admirals. That'll knock him up 5 yards and he people down. It'll be first down and 15 from inside the 20.
Yeah, I don't want to be too critical here. I think that was a missed call. Malachi whiffed on that block. From my viewpoint, he whiffed on the block. He knew he didn't need to touch the guy. It didn't look good, but I didn't think he committed a foul on that one. So we're back to our own 20. And negates about a 30-yard pickup.
Nice marble.
And we're going to be content to let this time run out. So as we enter halftime, Gulfport leads 21-14. Admirals will receive the ball in the second half. Stick around for the Admiral Band's performance. Again, their show is titled I Want My MTV, featuring music from the 1980s. Songs include Take On Me, Video Killed the Radio Star, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and I Just Can't Stop Loving You. By the way, Admiral Band competed last week on Saturday at home in the Region 5 state evaluations. They received all superior ratings yet again. That continues a streak that dates back to 1981. Great job by the Admiral Band on continuing that. There's so many people throughout the last few decades that have contributed to that streak. Phenomenal job on them continuing it. I know these kids put a lot of work into it. Our staff puts a lot of work into it. It's a great point of pride in our school, so phenomenal job by them. We'll be back afterwards for the halftime stats report and the last 24 minutes of this one. We'll see you then. All right, and we are glad to welcome you back for the second half of tonight's game between Gulfport and West Harrison. I am now joined by Gulfport senior Jaycie Parker, who's been on the broadcast a few times at home. She's joined us tonight on the road. So, Jaycie, get us started with the halftime stats report, please.
So, at halftime, the score is 21-14 in favor of Gulfport. Here's a look at the stats so far. For Gulfport's offense, they have 166 total yards and 8 first downs. Quarterback Parker Nettles is 60 for 60, passing for 121 yards and 1 touchdown. On the ground, Gulfport is led by Cooper Crosby, who has 34 yards on 11 carries with 2 touchdowns. The receiving tonight has been led by Camden Morgan, who has 3 catches for 30 yards, 1 touchdown. Cooper Crosby has 4 catches for 65 yards, and Mylan Stubbs has 2 catches for 20 yards. The Admirals are 2 for 4 on third down, 2 for 2 in the red zone. Kicker Carter Platt is 3 for 3 on extra points. As for West Harrison, they have 88 total yards, 5 first downs passing. They are 4 for 6 for 36 yards. They have run 52. They run for 52 yards on 17 carries. They are 3 for 6 on third downs and 2 for 2 in the red zone. Gulfport's defense is led by Trey Peters, who has 8 tackles.
Awesome. Thanks, Jaycie. And as we got about 30 seconds till we get started, again, Gulfport won the coin toss, deferred, kicked off, so West Harrison will be kicking to us to start the third quarter. I think we were talking the last part of the second quarter, Jaycie. This looks like it's going to be another close game. We had the first 3 games of the year, came right down to the last few plays, very close, very tight, difficult games. The last 3 games, we won pretty handily, blew out Pascagoula over there, had a completely dominant performance at Ocean Springs, 40-0 at home against St. Martin last week. I think we're going to be in a tight game again. This one's probably going to come down to making a key play at the right time in the fourth quarter. So it looks like we're in for another exciting one. And I will credit you, because I do remember when you were on opening night with us in the game against Picayune, the quarter you were on, you mentioned West Harrison, Jordan Stapleton, one of the better players on the coast, and you said you're looking forward to seeing that game. How we match up with them. They are having a very good season. He's a phenomenal player. He showed it tonight. I think one of the big keys tonight for the second half now, avoiding allowing him to do something to us bad, like the kickoff return, which is really the play of the game for them, is that kickoff return. Avoiding a mistake, giving him a chance to break a big play right there. That was Jaqueline Peters who caught that short kickoff. So Gulfport's first possession of the second half is going to start on their own 35. Admiral offense been pretty good, pretty efficient. Nothing really to complain about there. Moving the ball well through the air and on the ground. We're doing what we need. West Harrison seems very sold out to stop the run. They've hit Cooper pretty hard in the backfield a few times, but we've got him on the screen pass a few times to make up for it. Cooper's going to go in motion out to the wide side. This Cordarius Payton on the end around, and he's got a lot of room to work on. He takes on a tackler from the defensive backfield, and he's going to push forward. I think we get a friendly mark. He should be beyond the line to gain. I think so. He's marked out at the 46. That's a Horn Custom Jewelry first down to get this second half started. Really like that play there.
Now, actually, I turned the radio on in my dad's truck because he doesn't have Bluetooth, so I have to listen to the radio.
Okay, yeah.
And it just so happened to one of the coaches doing one of the interviews or something. The coach's corner. And the coach was saying, they're very comfortable in where they are in their defense and offense. Right now, they just feel real solid right now, feel real comfortable.
There's a quick pass there to Javius Hales.
It was definitely, comforting to hear that, especially, us playing a new team this year.
Right. I think that a game like this is why you play hard teams early in the season in non-conference play. You don't just play cupcakes to run up your win total. Playing a game like we did against Picayune and Petal, really good quality opponents that are going to push us to our limits. Hey, yeah, we lost those games. Wish we wouldn't have, but it's a lot better to lose a game by 1 or lose a game by 3 against a quality opponent. That prepares you for tonight. Winning by 50 against a 3A school is not going to do us any good. Parker fakes the handoff, rolls left, rolls back to the right, and wings that one out of bounds. Nothing really open there.
Yeah, I definitely feel like those first games, I feel like we were just with the whole new team, a couple new players, new quarterback.
Yeah, there's a lot to learn about the team. We lost a lot of production. We had a whole new receiving core. Kind of had to figure out how those pieces. I think our coach staff had to figure out how those pieces all fit together.
And I feel like we have it right now. We're just real comfortable right now. Pretty solid.
We've definitely been gelling the last 3 or 4 weeks on the offensive side of the ball for sure. Parker bobbled that snap, but he still gets a quick hitter there. Jayon Pollard. That's going to be about a 9-yard pickup there. Good one there. That'll set up a 3rd and short.
Pass is complete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
I think to your point, you use the word comfortable. I think our team definitely is looking a lot more comfortable in our own skin, so to speak, these last few weeks. We've really kind of found our groove, our handful of plays that really work for us. Cooper getting hit hard in the backfield. Oh, he breaks away from the tackler, trying to fight back. He's across the line to gain. What a run from Cooper Crosby. He ran about 60 yards to gain 4. That is a heck of a run from Cooper. He was wrapped up. He was all but down for a loss of 2 right there on 3rd and short. Broke away from some weak tackling. Ends up with a solid pickup. Another Horn Custom Jewelry first down. Ball in the 28. What a run for Cooper. Yeah, there's a flag. Let's see. The near side judge threw it. Let's see. Not sure what happened here. The head referee is way over on the other sideline and was already. So I'm not sure what's going on here. A lot of discussions going on between Coach Pinnock, the side referee there. All right, they're going to wave that off. I think there was perhaps some confusion there. The referee on the sideline closest to us in front of Wes Harrison's bench, he didn't know there was a discussion going on the other side. Maybe saw something. So no harm, no foul. 1st and 10 on the 28. Admirals have 15 to go on the play clock to work with, so they'll check back. Parker's going to move Cooper over to his left side. Motion Mylan Stubbs to the left of the formation. Parker's going to roll that way. He's going to hit Mylan. Pass was a little low. Did a good job recovering and catching it. He's across the 25, down about the 23. Good pick up there.
Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Camden Morgan motioning this time over to the right. Got 3 receivers there now. Fake handoff, and that's going to be Mylan Stubbs on the quick hitter again. He's going to fight across the 10-yard line down to about the 7. That's another Horn Custom Jewelry first down. And that will put the Admirals in the Citizens Bank red zone yet again. Pick up about 16 on that one. As we said, Admirals 2 for 2, both touchdowns in the red zone in the first half of this one. Morgan comes in motion left to right now. And we were out of sync on that one. Cooper kind of leaning. I don't know what happened there.
Timeout call.
Okay, timeout for Gulfport. I think we were out of sync there. All right. Timeouts are brought to you by Revive and Thrive in Gulfport. During this timeout, we'd like to remind you to take a timeout with Revive and Thrive, located at 1073 Acadian Drive in Gulfport. Come enjoy their saunas, cold plunges, contrast therapy, and rejuvenating salt room, or even shut out the world in their sensory deprivation float suite. With state-of-the-art equipment and over a decade of combined experience in the field, these Gulfport High alumni are ready to tailor their services to empower you to thrive. So, whether you're getting ready for your next big event or just wanting to feel rejuvenated in your daily life, contact Revive and Thrive to book an appointment or ask about membership options today.
Now, definitely, I can say one thing our school is very excited for. Well, definitely that this is our first game from being back from break because we had a.
Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, last game we were at home when we played St. Martin, but we were still on our 2-week fall break, so a lot of people weren't there back yet. I mean, we had a decent crowd, but this is the first game since we've been back in school. There's a lot of excitement still, even for a road game. There's some excitement in the air today about it. Really looking forward to next week, next Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Homecoming game against Biloxi.
The good old BBB.
That'll be a very exciting week ahead of us. All right. Back to 1st and goal from the 7. Morgan motion across. Fakes the handoff to Crosby. Hits Amaji Frederick. on the rollout in the flat, and he is in for a Brian Jacobs State Farm touchdown. Admirals capitalize on the opening possession, and they expand the lead there. Great job there. I believe that is Amaji's first touchdown of the season. So we saw last week Camden Morgan, Mylon Stubbs got the end zone for the first time after a lot of touches, a lot of offensive plays. Good to see Amaji get one too. It's a 7-yard touchdown pass there from Nettles. Carter Platt on for his 4th point after tonight. Braxton Boswell the snapper, Caleb McDonald the holder. And all those components look good. Carter 4 for 4 tonight. So with 8:03 to go in this third quarter, Gulfport now leads 28-14.
24-hour storage officers, climate-controlled units, plus secure boats and RV storage across 3 convenient coast locations, Gulfport, Biloxi, and Ocean Springs. So if you're moving, decluttering, or need a safe spot for your toys, 24-hour storage is there 24/7 with clean, secure, and affordable storage solutions. Store it smart, store it safe, store it with 24-hour storage. Visit 24hourstorage.com to secure your next unit. Yeah, a lot of people are very, very excited for homecoming next week.
Yeah, it's always an exciting week. You know, you got themes for every day, all that stuff going on. I think it's an added element. We're playing Biloxi homecoming weekend, so that's kind of an added thing. I mean, it's always homecoming's a big game. Biloxi's always a big game. We're putting them together, so it's going to be a very interesting week. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, we had a very good run on our 2-week break, and
yeah.
The Ocean Springs game, a whole lot of people went to that.
Yeah, we had a phenomenal crowd at that game.
Oh yeah, they were definitely loud because we were there.
And everybody. And one thing we talked a lot about that. We all felt kind of relieved after that game.
Yeah.
Carter Platt's on for the Divine Dentistry kickoff. That was just, and it was, you know, I hate to oversell it, but it was almost. Actually, that is Shaw Killebrew with the onside kick attempt. I think he's got it. He definitely had his hands on the ball. He just kind of squibbed it along the ground, got it across the 50. Let's see the signal.
Kickoff fielded by the good hands of Dean Hunter.
I think they said Wes Harrison fell on it. Wow, he was really close to pulling off a really good ambush on the surprise onside kick attempt there. Looked like he had his hands on it, just maybe couldn't quite secure it there. Interesting play there. But again, going back to that point, you mentioned that game. We had a really good crowd on the road, which we have a really good crowd on the road too. We basically filled the visitor stands tonight. But we talked so much about that night. The general rivalry between communities and school districts. It was really satisfying to get that win. Wes Harrison's going to throw this one out. Let's see. I think they're going to call that guy down. I think they're going to say he caught that ball with his knee down, so his yards after the catch are not going to count. But it'll be about a 7-yard pickup. As the Hurricanes get across midfield to the Admiral 44. Yeah, it must have been the call as he caught that ball with his knee down, so there's no run after the catch because nobody was anywhere near him.
Now, how's Shaw been doing this season? Because isn't this really like his first season?
Yeah, and he's kind of in the role Carter Platt was last year, the backup kicker, getting a few reps as that throw bounces off of Julian Chong's hands and will fall incomplete and bring up a savvy slider 3rd down. About 3 to go. Last year, I think Grayson Tegeter's our kicker, did a great job. Carter was the backup, and he would get a few extra point attempts maybe if we were up big in that run clock situation. Shaw's gotten that too. I think our coaches do a great job of getting those backups live game time in varsity games when we have those big leads. And we were talking about it. Was that pass? I think that one got deflected at the line. Maven Daniel might have gotten his left hand on that ball and knocked it off course a bit. So that falls incomplete, intended for Stapleton. So that'll bring up a 4th down, and Wes Harrison leaving the offense on the field. But back to your point, Shaw was practicing a ton during halftime, and we were sitting here talking. Wes Harrison's band didn't play. It's kind of empty, kind of a weird feeling. He was out there kicking a lot. So, all right, 4th and 3. Davies drops back, tries to throw. That ball's low. Did he get? No. They're going to say no. They're going to say that ball bounced. Pass was intended for Dean Hunter. but the throw was too low. It's bounced off of the ground before he could secure it, and that's a turnover on downs to the Admirals. Turnover is sponsored by Amy Olson of Owen & Company Real Estate, and that's a big stand for Gulfport, it feels like, right there. Hunter was open, and I don't know if you saw it. A lot of people may have seen it. He made probably the play of the week on the coast last week in their game against Harrison Central. Had a really impressive one-handed catch over 2 defenders here last week, but couldn't get that one. That one's going to fall incomplete. Bounce to him, so the turnover on downs gives Gulfport the ball. Good field position again, just shy of midfield.
I feel like with West Harrison and Gulfport, a lot of our players swap, and I feel like that's our rival. I feel like they're going to be our new Harrison Central.
It's an interesting dynamic for sure. That is, I think it's Samaji getting that handoff. Coming off of his first touchdown. Give it to the hot hand, and that's a good pickup from him. They're going to mark him 1 yard short of the line to gain, so it'll be 2nd and 1. But yes, to your point, that has definitely been something we've had a long history of with, a lot of people moving back and forth between schools. We've had several people who, transfer one school to the other for various reasons. So there's definitely a lot of familiarity, even though we haven't played them much. This one's going to go to Frederick again, and he is running angry, well down the field, pushing forward, pushing that pile. He's down to the 26. That's a Horn Custom Jewelry first down. Love seeing that good run there from Amaji. I mean, if we can get a few runs like that from him every night, give Cooper a few plays off, let him rest, and not get so worn down, and we're really in business if we have our backup running back running like that.
Yeah, I feel with Amaje and Shaw, they're definitely going to mold them into being.
Yeah, and we're seeing that a little bit this year. They're starting to, we had so many newcomers coming in on both sides of the ball, and I really like the way that we've developed over the course of the season. Cooper gets his hand off and escapes one tackler, escapes a second one, then runs into a pile. Once again, man, he's done that a few times tonight. Turned what could have been a 3-yard loss into about a 4-yard gain. But yeah, Nate and I were talking about that, kind of how this team's grown over these first 6.5 games now. We had, a lot of uncertainty in some spots. Our coaching staff said, yeah, we've got the players there. We got to get them in there. We got to get them in the fire, give them game reps, and kind of figure out how the pieces fit together. I really feel like these last 3 weeks, we've got it figured out now. Cooper gets his hand off. He's going to bounce to the right. He's got a lot of room to work with. He gets tripped up. I think that was DeSolomon Stallion who tripped him right around the 11-yard line. He's going to fall down around the 8, so that's another Horn Custom Jewelry first down. And another trip to the Citizens Bank red zone. Gulfport 3 for 3 so far tonight on that category. You mentioned players moving from one to the other. DeSolomon Stallion was an Admiral the last 3 years, now playing a senior season at West Harrison. There's one example of it. Cooper gets his handoff around to the right. He bounces through, and he is into the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. Cooper Crosby with the Brian Jacobs State Farm touchdown and expands that Admiral lead once again. Really love the way we're playing in the 3rd quarter. I mean, our offense has been phenomenal all night, but we're starting to really take control of everything now. It feels like, and we're on the West Harrison side of the stadium here. It feels like they're a little deflated now. They were very into it early on. The people who were here were very excited, especially when they were kind of keeping up with us. A little quieter on this half of the field as Carter Platt knocks his 5th one through of the evening. So with 5:03 to go in this one, Gulfport now leads 35-14.
There's great things happening every day at Gulfport High School, and you can see them on our school's Facebook page, Gulfport High School Academic Institutes at Gulfport, where you'll find students' accomplishments, club activities, and our weekly newsletter, The Admiral Anchor. This morning, GHS football players and cheerleaders visited students at Passway Elementary School, and during lunch today we had our annual International Festival, which celebrated the various cultures represented by our school student body and language classes offered at our school.
And that's always a fun day during the lunches, seeing all the people in the courtyard in the cafeteria, the various language classes, Spanish, French, Chinese, doing their things. The performances, had some music going. I know the strings group was playing, so really fun always seeing that.
Follow, follow.
All right, Shaw hit that kickoff again, and that is going to be returned by number 5, Trevon Williams for the West Harrison Hurricanes, and he had a decent return there. It looks like he got marked out around the 36-37 there, so that's where they'll start their next possession. As I have to think for them, they have to feel like this game's all of a sudden slipped away from them a little bit. You know, we were neck and neck the whole way, it felt like, through the first half, and all of a sudden this game, now they're staring at a 21-point deficit. First play of this series isn't going to go for much. That was Stapleton on the carry. DeAndre Williams in on the stop. Nothing gained there, so 2nd and 10. West Harrison gets to the line quick. Drop back to pass. Ooh, Javon Anderson almost had a hand on that ball, but it is completed for about a 4-yard gain. Good tackle by Cordarius Payton right after the catch there. So that'll bring up a Savvy Sliders 3rd down, about 6 to go. And they're going to go with a handoff to the right, and he's getting nothing on it. Trey Peters, L.J. Robertson, Nick Strickland all in there making the stop, and that's another 3rd down stop for the Admirals. That makes West Harrison, drops them to 3 out of 8 tonight after what was a really good start for them. They're going to leave the offense on the field. 4th and about 4 to go now on the 43. Davies drops back, hits Stapleton. That's a good catch from him. Pushed out of bounds by Cordarius Payton, but that was a good catch by him. So West Harrison converts the 4th down, and they'll continue this possession just past midfield. Little misdirection. The ball's on the ground, and it pops out. And I think Cortell Crandall should have it. It was right at his hands. I think he does have it the way our sidelines react, and they seem very excited. West Harrison, it looked like they kind of tricked themselves out of it. Davies, quarterback, gets it, twisting around. When he finally got to the guy who was supposed to touch the ball, they kind of bumped into each other. That ball popped out, rolled really from one hash to the other, right into Cortell Crandall's hands, and that is another turnover sponsored by Amy Olson of Owen & Company Real Estate. But a phenomenal job there, Admirals, with the turnover again. So good field position for us here. Right around midfield. I feel like a score here really might put it out of reach. I mean, West Harrison's kind of had some urgency to him on that last possession, like they know it's kind of running out on them. Quick hitter to Camden Morgan. That was dangerous. Ooh.
Pass is incomplete. Number 35,
West Harrison defensive back Victor Lebega was engaged with Jayon Pollard there and had some. He was winning that battle there. Pushed Jayon backwards, kind of got in the way of that pass. That was. I think we're lucky that was incomplete, not something much worse. Cooper Gwynn motions over to be tight on the right side. Fake the handoff, and that is a quick out to Jayon Pollard. I think he's got that. We'll see where they. No, that one is incomplete, out of his reach. Couldn't quite tell from this far. All right, so that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Admirals with 3 out of 5 on 3rd down so far tonight. Camden Morgan motioning to the middle of the formation. And it's going to be a swing pass out to Cooper. Wins the lead blocker. Looks like just not quite there. Couldn't quite get the edge fast enough. Going to pick up about 4 yards there.
That brings up 4th down for the Admirals. 4th down and 5.
Yeah, they're going to give him 5. He's out at the 46, so they'll bring up a 4th and 5. And Carter Platt's on the field to punt. First time tonight he's punted.
All right, we're punting. Where's the punter, Adam? Punter's to the right. Oh!
Good snap. Carter's got that one spiraling downfield. Ooh. West Harrison's returner
Number 9, Dean Hunter.
had a little trouble with it. Looked like the ball stopped a little short where he thought it was going to be, but they are going to be pinned back on their own 13. So good punt from Carter. So that's where West Harrison will take over.
Come on, why you keep going up?
West Harrison quick to get on the field, get this next possession started. Gonna hand that one out to Fairley. He's going to pick up a few yards there. Maven Daniel in on that tackle.
That's Sean Fairley on the carry. Gain of about half of what he needed. Brings up 2nd down and 5.
Just over 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. The Admirals have really controlled it for the most part. And, man, mishandled snap from Davies again. They fall on it, but nothing gained out of that. So that will be really a nothing play there. And that'll bring up another Savvy Sliders 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Hurricanes 3 out of 8 tonight. Davies, that one's intercepted. That's Cordarius Payton. That looked a little odd. West Harrison's receiver, Cole Gill, the tight end, looked like he the way he was kind of running downfield, it was kind of deceptive. It looked like he had it and he was trying to gain some yardage, but Cordarius Payton with the interception. So that's another turnover sponsored by Amy Olson of Owen & Company Real Estate. Back-to-back possessions with the turnover for Gulfport, and they will take over in very good territory. Wow, that was an odd-looking play. I mean, Cole Gill looked like he the way he was running downfield, he kind of spun and started running downfield like he had it in his hands, but got stopped in place.
I was talking to one of the football players after they played Ocean Springs, and they said they have never seen Coach Pinnock more happy in his entire life. We passed all the buses headed home. They're all hanging out the window.
It was.
They're just having time of their life after the game.
That was quite the scene for sure. We're going to be feeling really good if this second half continues the way it does tonight. This is a really big game for us, one of our more difficult opponents in the region play. Cooper's got, that was Amaji Frederick got it. He's going to be drug out of bounds around the 18. That's going to put us in the Citizens Bank red zone.
Brings up 2nd down and 7.
So we got about 1:10 to go here. Well, we're kind of bleeding the clock. Jaycie, how would you compare the environment around, because I know you know a lot of the players. How would you compare the environment this year versus the past few years? Do you think there's a different air about the team that you can notice in the way the players kind of feel about themselves, talk about themselves?
I would definitely say it feels really good, especially having a lot of players in my grade this year, like starting varsity. They're just feeling real confident, like how they hold themselves and carry themselves. It definitely shows like they've grown up and like matured. They're not like the little middle school boys we grew up with.
Yeah.
They
I
like
think that's
hold
a good way to
themselves.
say
They
it.
hold themselves to a higher standard now.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. We've definitely had a lot of guys have to do some growing up this year, getting asked to do a lot of things for us. Last play was a Parker Nettles run for 9 yards, picked up another Citizens Bank, or another Horn Custom Jewelry first down. As it's a goal to go from the 9. Amaji Frederick gets the handoff, good cutback. He's across the 5 down to about the 3. I think that's a good way to put it, though. We've had a lot of growing up this year as these final seconds tick away. Jaycie, you mentioned during halftime you coming in, you'll be back out here tomorrow morning bright and early for the ACT. So good luck to you and all the other Admiral students taking that tomorrow morning. And that's super important for you guys. So wish you all the best on that.
Thank you. This will know. There's definitely be. This isn't my first time taking it, so really the nerves haven't hit yet. Me having to take it again.
Yeah.
They're probably not gonna hit until I'm in the classroom and it's just starting to like, oh, this is really about to happen.
One day soon you want to take any more of them. All right, let's step away for a brief minute as we get ready for the 4th.
I'm hoping this is my last time taking it.
In this changing world, you need to set a course for your future, preparing to navigate life. Ranked one of the top districts in Mississippi, Gulfport School District provides a superior educational experience, anchored in academic excellence, athletics, and cultural activities. Great things are happening here for everyone. Where it all comes together, you can find your place and build your legacy. So come aboard. Your future success will flourish at Gulfport School District.
All right, and we are back for the 4th and final quarter of the evening. Admirals had a phenomenal showing in that 3rd quarter, expanding the lead twice. Got a chance to really put this one out of reach, I feel like, on this drive, especially with the way West Harrison plays. Not a team really built to come from behind. So Admirals up 35-14. Really played a good, solid, clean game all around here. I think there's maybe one play we'd like to take back, and that was the kickoff, kicking a kickoff straight to Stapleton and letting field it kind of on the run. But other than that, not much to complain about tonight. Forced a few turnovers, played good defense after we kind of made some adjustments early on. And another offensive drive that's produced a lot of yards, and that is an easy play fake to Amaji Frederick, flipped out to Cooper Gwynn. That's his 2nd touchdown of the season. A 9-yard touchdown pass from Parker Nettles to Cooper Gwynn. And as we said, that might be enough to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like just every game we play just gets cleaner and cleaner just because we're getting more comfortable with all of our players and like what they have to do and where they are.
Yeah,
I definitely think Amaje has had a really good game. Definitely, it's just like making an impact on the field tonight.
All right, Carter Platt on yet again, and he hits it 6 for 6 tonight. I believe that's 26 straight PATs for him on the season now after missing the first one. So with 11:56 to go, Gulfport leads now 42-14. And tonight's 4th quarter brought to you by Harborview Oral and Facial Surgery. Yeah, like you said though, we have done, which is the one thing you want to see, growth from game to game. We've gotten a little bit better each week. And the way the offense has played the last few weeks, these 3 division games, I mean, we look really fun. We're really fun to watch. We're moving the ball in a lot of different ways. We throw it wide to the sides. We throw it downfield a few times now. We've had some success with that. We can run it inside. We run it outside. The screen game was working really well tonight to Cooper early on. Kind of neutralizing West Harrison playing so fast downhill on us. Really, really good job all around by the guys tonight. Divine Dentistry kickoff here. And Shaw Killebrew is going to kind of chip that one to about the 23. And that's going to be a healthy return for West Harrison. Cortell Crandall tried to make the tackle, and he did not get the better of that hit. I think that was actually Shaw came in, kind of pushed that guy out of bounds. Yeah, you were mentioning, I don't remember if we were talking off air during halftime about it. When kickers get involved trying to make tackles, it's usually not a good thing. It's usually because everybody else has missed. So we're not good when we're calling the kicker as the guy pushing them out of bounds. So West Harrison, good field position here on the plus 30. Kind of a little bit of an opening here left for them. They're going to false start right there.
I'm really excited to see what Shaw has in for us, like next season, the rest of this season. So I feel like he's really just starting to get into the groove of how things work now.
Okay, so no flag. I mean, West Harrison's guys were really jumpy there. They just called an official stoppage there. Don't know what for. So no play there, and the Hurricanes will reset 1st and 10. Only 12 seconds on the play clock. They're still in the huddle. They're going to have to move fast. It'll be a handoff around the end to, I believe that's Chong that had it. He didn't get much of anything. Tyrell Seals, Cordarius Payton on the pursuit there.
Second down and 8.
And he's going to end up gaining about 2 there. Stapleton in the orbit motion. He's going to get the pitch, and he's got a lot of momentum going forward. This is a good run from him. He's going to be tackled by Seals right around the 10-yard line.
Will be first down, Hurricanes.
Be interesting to see if it's a goal to go yet or not for them. He's right around the 10. Yeah, they leave the sticks down, so it's 1st and goal on the 10 for the Hurricanes. Basically the same play, just reversed. It's Cordarius Payton in pursuit. He did a really good job getting to him. Limits that gain to about 3 yards there. Cordarius having a good game. I mean, he had the interception on the last possession, had a few good tackles tonight. Also got injured earlier. Good to see he's bounced back from that. Seems to be doing just fine so far. Davies, I don't know if he missed the handoff or it was just a plan. He was going to follow the fullback through the hole, but he got nothing there. Ty Peters and Maven Daniel in to make that stop. Pass is going to be thrown out from Davies. They're going to say it bounced again. Wow, same thing got him on that 4th down back in the 3rd quarter. Floated that one up for Stapleton, fell just short. So that will bring up 4th and goal. That's Slavy Sliders' 3rd down. Stop again, pushes West Harrison to 3 out of 9. They were really good on 3rd down the first few possessions. Broke our streak of stops right away. We had 23 straight 3rd down stops coming into tonight, dating back to the Pascagoula game. They stopped that right out of the gate. We have been very good since. Actually, 3 out of 10, tonight. 4th down, they're going to try to throw it again, and there's whistles. I hear whistles. Let's see. Yeah, West Harrison called timeout right before that play went off. So another timeout brought to you by Revive and Thrive, located on Acadian Drive in Gulfport.
GHS 9th grade football won their division championship on Monday night, winning 34-7 at Pick Union, averaging their only loss of the season. The middle school football swept Biloxi on Wednesday night, with the 7th grade winning 16-14 to remain undefeated 6-0. The 8th grade winning 14-12, improving their record to 5-1.
So great job by the younger Admiral football teams. Again, 9th grade. They have a little bit of a shorter season. Only lost one game. I think it was the second week of the season. Lost to Picayune. avenge that with a big statement, 34-7 win on Monday night. Won the 9th grade championship for our division. Great job by those guys. Middle school, both teams are rolling. All right, back to action. It's 4th and goal from the 6. And Davies did not have a handle on the snap, and I don't know what happened afterwards, but they are not going to get it. Doesn't matter who fell on it because there's no gain on that play, and that is another turnover on downs for the Admirals. Second time tonight they've had that. Turnover sponsored by Amy Olson of Owen & Company Real Estate. And another really good defensive stand. I mean, that was impressive there. Gave up a lot of yardage on the kickoff return. Wes Harrison started the ball around the 30. Didn't let him get much. They had the one run that Stapleton had on the toss outside. But we did a great job. Goal to go. The field gets smaller. There's nowhere to spread us out. Great job of the defense staying tough there, not letting them in. All right. So Admirals will take over a ball in our own 7. Both tight ends go in motion, Gwynn and Peters. Handoff goes to Frederick. Cuts back. Nice little run there to about the 14.
Frederick on the carry, brought down by number 10.
Pick up about 7 there. Definitely a concerted effort to get him some yardage. Get Amaji some carries tonight. Really like that, especially once we open up the lead in the third quarter. Like, hey, let's, I like it, especially in a game like tonight. We're facing against one of the better running backs on the coast, Jordan Stapleton. It can be tempting. Camden Morgan makes that catch, and he is at the 20. That'll be a Horn Custom Jewelry first down. But back to that thought, Jaycie. There's discussion who's the best running back on the coast. There's 2 pretty good ones at Ocean Springs, Sherrod Whitehead, Solomon Baggett. George Stapleton here, very good player, showed that tonight, no doubt. So it can be easy to, it can be tempting maybe to say, hey, we're going to make a statement tonight. We're going to give Cooper 40 carries, let him get 200 yards and score a bunch and, prove that. But we haven't had to, right? We've thrown the ball really well tonight early on. Wes Harrison tried to take away the run, so we beat him in the air. As Amaji makes another good carry there. We picked up a lot of yardage in the air tonight. Cooper didn't have to play out of his mind. He still had 3 touchdowns. Didn't have a ton of yardage, but played a really good game. And now, this second half, after we open up the lead, hey, let's get some other guys carries, make sure they're ready to go for this last home stretch of the season.
Yeah.
As we got an injured
I would definitely
down.
say whenever we played OS, Cooper definitely made a huge statement during that game. He played great.
That was a game where he basically said, hey,
he definitely
you're gonna know I mean, and again, and look, heavily biased, known him a long time, really like the guy. One of my favorite players we've ever been around.
That's what I would have to say about Cooper.
I'm heavily biased, but I do believe he is the best player on the coast.
Yes.
But he is ours, and I'm a big homer about Gulfport sports as anybody is. But he is also, like you said, he's extremely humble about it. Great attitude, great teammate, great person of character.
He actually has a commit to state, right?
He's got a lot of offers
but
right now.
I definitely
so
think that's
been
the
taking
biggest
some
one
visits.
everyone's
An
been
exciting
talking
time
about.
for him. Yeah, I know he's visited Mississippi State. He's had some other interests from other schools. So, but definitely these last 3 or 4 weeks, that interest has picked up a lot in him. He's made some statements in the games he's played. But with all the discussion, who's the best player on the coast, I think he's done a really good job of answering that on the field. He's the guy who kind of lets his game speak for himself. He's not a big talker.
Yeah.
He's a quiet personality, but he plays very loud, and I love that about him.
Now, a lot of people at school this week, they've definitely been saying it's Cooper versus Jordan Stapleton.
Yeah, and that was definitely the narrative coming into the game.
Yeah.
As Amaji gets another carry, picks up 1, then it'll bring us to the 3rd and short. That was definitely the
that was the mindset going.
That was definitely the story around this game. Right? You got 2 of the better running backs on the coast. who is it, who's better. I know Stapleton's been battling some injuries. Played well tonight, so he looks fine tonight. But Cooper's done a really good job in these division games making the statement on the field with his play. All right. 3rd and short. Amaji's going to get that handoff, and I think he's across the line to gain. He's brought down around the 32, so that'll be another Horn Custom Jewelry first down. By the way, Miles McNair in at quarterback now.
First down for the Admirals.
As we're under 7 minutes to go in this game.
So towards the end of the game, everybody's about to start cramping up. You already know.
Yeah, it's very humid out here tonight.
Yeah.
There's I know Cooper slipped on a play earlier. Nate Mitch in the field looking wet. When you look across the field at the lights, there's a bit of a haze around him. It's very humid air tonight. Amaji bounces off some tackles. Good run there as it gets to the outside. Picks up about 7.
That's number 11, Solo Stallion, number 9. Pete Hunter teaming up on the tackle, brings up 2nd down and 3.
He's brought down around the 39. Amaji's up 10 carries, 72 yards. Really good production from him tonight. Be a run up the middle. Can't see. I think that might be Jackson Wolverton at quarterback now. We got 3rd string quarterback in.
That's number 22, Phil Atkins. Number 23, KT Townsend. Number 11.
Not much to gain there. It's about 3rd and 3 here to go.
We've got 3rd down and 3.
So the clock continues to run. Approaching 5 minutes to go. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, and he's going to get stood up. He's got nowhere to go there.
That's number 24, Jazir Carter, leading the charge. Brings up 4th down.
Might have lost a yard even there, so that'll bring up a 4th down. And they'll pull the offense off there. Carter Platt coming on for the punt. Carter, I believe this is his 2nd punt, gets it away cleanly. He hit that one really well. That sails over the West Harrison player's head. That's going to take a friendly roll down to about the 19. Really good strike there from Carter Platt.
Yeah.
Ready to prep your brand and style, Coastal Prints specializes in custom screen printing and embroidery that makes your business team and event stand out. From crisp t-shirts to the detailed hats and uniforms, Coastal Prints can stitch or print it. Call them today at 228-COASTAL. That's 228-262-7825 to start your order. Visit them at 13334 Seaway Road, Suite 101 in Gulfport.
All right, and again, as we mentioned, next week we're back home at Milner Stadium for homecoming, facing Biloxi. So it's beat Biloxi bad night. That's next Friday, 7 o'clock kickoff as usual. If you can't make it, be sure to tune in for the WGTV live stream right here, and we'll have the game for you. We'll have the whole halftime ceremony, everything streamed for you. So you can tune in, as always, for the exciting 2025 homecoming game. Short pickup there, about 2 yards for West Harrison on that one. 2nd and 8, about 3:40 to go now. They'll do a little misdirection there. Healthy pickup across the line for a first down. DeAndre Williams on the stop.
One thing I am excited to see is our playoffs. I feel like where our team is right now, I don't want to get overconfident and like jinx it, but I definitely feel really good about this playoff season.
I really feel like we've been talking. Our team's definitely grown over the course of the year, and we're making plays in a lot of variety of ways from a lot of different people. There's contributions from a lot of different groups, and it's. I think we're in a better position going into the postseason than we have been in the past. We're a little more balanced, I think. We've got three different receivers who have made a lot of plays tonight. The defense, we have some depth on the defensive side, a little bit more than we've had in the past. So I really, and our special teams have been phenomenal. So I really like where we're going. And we're still a few weeks away. Still got 3 more regular season games left after this. But very, very excited. I think we're positioned for a good shot at this year in the playoffs.
Yeah, I definitely want to say I feel like the seniors this year are definitely like passing everything down to the juniors, and then even some of the sophomores, they're really just like getting them ready for when they're going. And I feel like last year we didn't really do that. We just had to kind of figure things out on our own this year, But I feel like our seniors are definitely taking that into hand this year.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see. You want to see people engaged in trying to, leave it better than they found it, pass it on to others. And sometimes the investments you make in people like that, sometimes you may not see it. The senior might not see, hey, I'm helping a younger guy in practice or coming along in games, and maybe they don't make a big play this year, but next year they might. But that's continuing the legacy of a winning program. There's one of my favorite books I've ever read called Legacy, about the New Zealand national rugby team. And in there's a really good quote that they use as one of their guiding lines. It says, it's an old Greek saying, society grows great when old men plant trees they'll never see. Being able to do something, even if you may not see the benefits of it in your life, being willing to do something to make a positive impact on others.
Yeah.
West Harrison calls timeout there. Again, timeout sponsored by Revive and Thrive in Gulfport.
You can follow WGTV Broadcasting on Facebook for links to live streamed events and episodes of Admirals. The school's weekly news program. Today's episode features stories on our theater program, the intercession camp run by our academic institute classes, our health science class, getting some pharmacy equipment and effects of AI in the classroom.
Yeah, and I've been saying this all year. Admirals this year, best season of it yet in the, I think now 10 years I've been working back in the district. This has been a phenomenal job by them. The episodes are really good. They're a little bit longer this year, and I love it. There's really good content. Great job, everybody. The anchors, the production value is phenomenal. Nate Coleman, who's sitting here behind us, sports anchor, he and Nolan Bridges do a great job every week with the sports report. Just all around really good, so I encourage you to check it out.
Oh, yeah.
West
Nate's
Harrison
standing behind us right now, just taking it all in, eating it all up.
All right, so West Harrison went with the outside pitch. They fumbled it. The referee on the near side threw a flag and then signaled towards, I don't know if he said we fell on the fumble or there's going to be a turnover on downs. He's short of the marker. He's going to be right at it. Either way, West Harrison's offense is coming off the field and their defense is going out there, so they don't seem to think the flag has anything to do. Let's see. I don't know.
My first period's actually in the field house whenever football's in there.
Yeah.
And my freshman year, we took Barna, and we had this thing called Female Friday. And, this morning, they were listening to, Katy Perry, Taylor Swift. They were listening to all those songs. And you could definitely hear them singing. They're going to deny them, but you hear them more than you hear the music.
Love that.
Yeah, they played Love by Keisha Cole.
And see, this is the benefit of having the student broadcasters on, all right? That's insights that nobody else can bring. I don't have those insights. That's the great part about having you guys on. It's been a lot of fun having student broadcasters on this year. I've had a frightening number of people tell me that they're listening to these broadcasts that come up to me in public and things and say, hey, yeah, listen, love having it, love hearing y'all. But the student broadcasters have been getting great reviews. It's added a lot of fun.
That's good to hear.
And it's again, it's in the mission of everything we do in the school district. I mean, it's on all the badges, it's on the license plates associated with the school. Everything we do, what's best for the students of our school district, giving you guys opportunities to share things, be a part of the broadcast. That all kind of fits in with the general mission of what we have here. So it's been a really been a blast having you guys on this year. It's been a lot of fun for me hearing the various things y'all have to say and contribute to us. So look forward to what we have these next few weeks. Got 3 more regular season games plus playoffs, so lots more ahead. Like we said, next week, Biloxi at home for homecoming. Then we have a trip to D'Iberville. That's going to be a tough game. D'Iberville's good this year.
Yeah.
Only 1 loss so far. They were at St. Martin tonight, so it'd be interesting to see how they did with that. But D'Iberville's always a hard place to play. That's going to be a big game. We finish up senior night at Harrison Central, final regular season game at Milner on that Thursday, and then whatever we have in the postseason. All right, we have kneed the ball down twice. The final seconds are running off. Teams are shaking hands, and the final score tonight from West Harrison is going to be 42-14 in favor of Gulfport. A good, solid win for Gulfport. We don't get the shutout, but a very solid win, especially considering how it started.
Yeah.
West Harrison looked like, Nate and I were talking, we're going to be neck and neck. It's going to be a back and forth, close game. Second half, we pulled away. We put them down in the second half. Phenomenal, dominant performance in the second half from the guys. Just to look at a final few numbers here, Admirals finished with 345 total yards. Parker Nettles, 18 for 21, the most efficient game of the night by far for him. 18 out of 21, 186 yards, 3 touchdowns. Amaji Frederick, the leading runner tonight, 10 carries, 72 yards. Cooper had 15 for 64 and 3 scores. He also had 5 catches for 70 yards. Mylan Stubbs, 4 catches for 41 yards. Camden Morgan, 4 catches for 36 and a touchdown. Cooper Gwynn had a touchdown. Amaji Frederick also had a receiving touchdown as well. Defense did a good job. Only allowed 159 total yards. Had several turnovers. Had an interception, a fumble, 2 turnovers on downs. Held West Harrison to 3 out of 11 on third downs. Shockingly enough, that's going to hurt our team percentage for the season. 3 for 11. That's a phenomenal night. But overall, great performance. We look forward to homecoming next week. It's always a fun week with all the various things that go on. And it's Beat Biloxi Bad Week, so that's what it's all about. Great having you on, Jaycie.
Thank you.
Good luck on the ACT to you and all the other Admiral students taking it tomorrow morning. And we will see you next week from Milner. All right, everybody have a good weekend.